Kingdoms Rise is a multiplayer third-person fantasy action game. This game was created by Flyout Studios. Flyout Studios is an independent game development studio based in Melbourne, Australia. Flyout Studios have been developing games since the early 2012, releasing Little Dragon 3D, Last Hit Simulator and Stampede 3D onto the mobile markets. The team consists of two main people, Lee and Paul, the same team behind popular Half-Life 2 mod Kingdoms Collide, which is the first part to Kingdoms Rise. This game is only for the PC and Mac for that straight-up internet connection, and I'm fine with it only compatible for those consoles.
Kingdoms Rise is a multiplayer third-person online game. This game is based in a fantasy middle age. There is no campaign to the game, but instead there are survival and tutorial modes to fill in its place. There is also a co-op where it is 2 or more players with 2 separate teams, and it is online. There are 20 maps for the co-op and online. There are 5 groups of spells with 1 to 3 spells in the group, which you can pick 2 of them. The spell groups are Control, Ice Spike, Push and Pull, Mobility, Plane Shift, Teleport and Stealth, Support, Heal and Magic Immunity, Disables, Freeze and Nukes, Light, Fireball and Fire Circles. There are 10 swords, which are the Stealth Sword, the Tank Sword, Bowman Sword, Fire Sword, Mobility Sword, Lifesteal Sword, Training Sword, Hammer Sword, Jeweler Sword and Sword plus She. Our favourite sword is the Fire Sword. We like it because it leaves heat waves behind you as you are walking, and it does 130 HP, the most damage out of all the swords. The special weapons are the throwing axe, the bow, a trap, mine, throwing knife, health amulet and frost amulet.
The goal of Kingdoms Rise is to win, capture the flag and win team death matches. There is a time in the left and right corner, blue and red. They add the time to win, so you want to be the team with the lowest time.
Use WASD or the arrow keys and hold shift to run. To attack, you use left click, and the longer you hold it, the more powerful the attack. And right click is to block. Use F to swap your main weapon with your special weapon. Q and E are to activate your 2 spells, and B to bring up the weapon menu where you can choose your swords, spells, etc. etc. You can also say insults to the enemy by pressing R and T.
At first, I thought the game was slightly boring and dull, but the more I played it, the more enjoyable and addictive it became.
The graphics in this game are amazing. When the wind blows, you can see dust and leaves going along with it. The animations look like it could have a bit more tweaking. You can't see far in the distance without it going blurry either.
When I play this game, it reminds me of Oblivion because of the spells and weapons, and World of Warcraft because of the third-person view. I mostly had negatives to this game, like it didn't have a campaign to the game, but it was good they had survival. The menu bar was so hard to read, so hopefully they fix that in one of their updates. In the tutorial there are scarecrows with watermelons as their head, which cannot hit them, instead you walk straight through them. Also, you could not get to pick your name. At first the game was slightly boring and dull, but the more I played it, the more enjoyable and addictive it became. I thought this game was a good game to get rid of time, so I'm giving it 6.5 out of 10 skulls.
And I'm giving it 7 out of 10 skulls.